At the car auctions this week, is this the lowest kilometres ever for an 18-year-old car in the auction lane? This 2007 Peugeot 207 1.4 litre manual had just 12,000 kilometres on the clock and half a tank of fuel, but its rego plate had been newly registered in the last year or so it wasn't straight from Grandma's garage. At a $1,000 start, it had one bid to $1,250, where it was referred for negotiation and later sold with fees to be added on top. French cars can be a tough sell, like two Citroën Plurials. These were released over 20 years ago as a car that could turn from a cabrio to a convertible with the roof rails removed, or even into a ute with the back seats folded down. A beaten up 2004 Auto with windows taped up just over 100,000 kilometres and the compliance plate obscured had no interest at $500 or even $300, and that's before the fees on top. A decent-looking 2008 Orange Auto with 138,000 kilometres had no interest at $1,500 or even $1,000. No guarantees the folding roof actually worked. A 1999 Lexus IS 200 had 374,000 kilometres, that chronograph-style dashboard, and a note about the 2-litre 6-cylinder engine needing attention. However, as the auctioneer said, it did drive into the lane okay. It had no interest at $1,000, but at a $500 start, it had one bid to $600, and it sold. A 2003 Honda CR-V with 386,000 kilometres was back, getting just one bid and this time selling for $600 plus fees. A 2020 Haval H6 Lux in this auction lane was always going to raise some suspicions, and this auto with 124,000 kilometres had a problem with the gearbox. It went from $7,000 back to $5,000 where it got a start, and was just about to be referred for negotiation when the seller instructed it to go on sale, and it went up another $100 and sold. A 2007 Toyota Yaris 5-door auto hatch had 200,000 kilometres on the clock, but that Toyota name and a recent dealer service, so it was on sale in the threes and sold for $3,700. And a 2013 Toyota Kluger 5-speed Tiptronic with 233,000 kilometres, but a dealer service just last month jumped into the fives and sold for $5,200. And a 2008 Mitsubishi Colt CVT hatch with 154,000 kilometres started around $1,000 and was bid up to $1,900, where it sold with $500 in fees on top. And speaking of the Colt, watch this space for something similar, but with a gear stick and a whole lot more power.